Today, we're talking about self-portraits. A portrait is a picture of a person, and a self-portrait is a picture of yourself. Self-portraits are important in art because they allow the artist to express ideas about themselves. Let's look at some famous self-portraits, like this one. This is Vincent van Gogh. This is Pablo Picasso. Sometimes self-portraits don't look exactly like the person. Frida Kahlo is famous for her many self-portraits she painted over her lifetime. She said that she loved to paint herself because that's the subject she knew best. This is an abstract self-portrait by the artist Paul Klee. Notice he used lots of shapes and different colors to color his skin tone. We're going to make our own self-portrait today.
You'll see that I'm using a Sharpie, but I'd like you to use a pencil so that if you make any mistakes, you can erase. But I'm using a Sharpie so that you can see my work more clearly on this recording. So to start our self-portrait, we are going to draw a oval for our head, and you'll want to do it right in the center of the white space. Now we're going to draw our neck, and it doesn't come to the edges of our head. It comes in a little bit. So I'm going to do a couple more narrow lines for our neck. And then for our shoulders, just come out a little bit with a little bit of a hump and then downwards. Now for your shirt, you could do whatever you want. You could do a V-neck, or I'm going to draw a little t-shirt here. When we're done with drawing everything and we color everything in, you can add some embellishments to your t-shirt if you like. So next thing that we will need to do for our self-portrait is our ears. Now our ears aren't at the top or the bottom of our head. They're actually right in the middle of our head. So they kind of line up right in the middle. And I'm just going to do a couple curves here, just come out a little bit, and right in the middle at our ears. Now, you could add some curves and like half circles to show the lobe and your inner ear, but if you don't want to, that's not necessary. Next thing we're going to add to our self-portrait is our eyes. Now, our eyes aren't at the top where our forehead is or down where our chin is. They are actually kind of just in line with our ears. So they're right in the middle and equal space apart from each other. And the way I do is I like to line it up from the top of the head and come on down to where my ears are level with. And we're going to have a space, your eye, a space, your eye, and another space. And that's how you know that you're getting equal spacing on your eyes. I have this little cheat sheet on how to do eyes, and they can be a little difficult. So if you're in a younger grade, like kindergarten, if you wanted to, you could just do just like a little dot, or the way I like to do it is an upside down canoe and a right side up canoe and a little dot in the center. So for my eyes, I'm probably going to do just this third one over. Now, again, we're going to line up where our eyes go. And so right in line with our ears and in the center, I'm going to start with a donut. So our pupils are kind of like, our irises and our pupils are like a donut. So I'll add a circle and then another circle on the inside and color in the pupil. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit of white space in that pupil for a sparkle, you could do that too. Now I'm going to add an upside down canoe and a right side up canoe, touching the edges of our donut, which is our eye. And now we've kind of closed in our eye here. Now If you wanted to, you could add the lid to show the lid of your eye. So I've added this curved line at the top, which is the lid of my eye. And now you can see that it's equal space between each of the ears and the eyes. So next thing, I'm going to add some eyelashes. You don't have to add eyelashes, but I'm going to add a little bit of eyelashes to my eyes. So some over here. Now I'm going to add eyebrows, which are pretty simple. They're just like thin little wispy lines that follow the arch of your eye. So just a couple there, and then some more thin lines here. And now I have my eyebrows. All right, now that I'm done with my eyebrows, I'm going to add the nose to my face. So the nose comes down between halfway between the eyes and the chin. So we have a couple of noses on this note on this features key I made. So there's some curves with the first one. The next three kind of add the bridge of the nose if you want to do those lines that kind of come up more. There's a little bit more detail with the nostril, and then this last one kind of has that little bit of a hump to give more of the detail of your nose. So I am going to do probably the second one. So again, I'm going to measure in my face where I'm going to put my nose. So halfway between the chin and the bottom of the eye. So right here in the center is about where my nose is going to be. So I'm going to add just a little bit of the end of my nose, the tip of my nose, and then the curves around where my nostrils are. And I'm going to add the bridge of my nose. So a couple of these parallel lines going up are the bridge of my nose. Now we're going to add the mouth to our portrait, and we have a couple different options here. You have like the mountain peak of the top lip, and then we have some more simplified versions, and then we have teeth showing. And if you have braces, you can also add your braces to the teeth showing. So I'm going to first start with drawing just one line, a single like upturned smile line, and that could be your smile if you'd like for your picture. Or you can add two mountain peaks that end on each of the ends of that line. And then again, we'll do another like canoe that connects one end of the mouth to the other on the bottom. And now I have my lips. All right, the next feature we're going to add is our hair. And our hair doesn't start at the top of our head, or else we'd have a really big forehead. It actually kind of comes down your head a little bit. So here we have some different hairstyles. We have short hair. We have some like really curly and natural hair. So, first remember that our hair isn't going to come up the top of our head. It's actually going to come and sweep down where our forehead is a little bit. So my hair is curly and I part it just to the side here. So I'm just going to add the lines of how my hair sweeps down into my forehead. And I have curly hair, so I'm going to add some wavy lines, some like spiral curls, and we're going to come up just slightly from the edge of our head and kind of I have curly hair again, so I'm going to spiral it down. And you can add as much or as little detail to your hair. We're going to color this in later, but this kind of gives you just the outline of what my hair does. I'm going to try to have my ears still kind of show a little bit, but my hair kind of tucks behind my ears sometimes. And then if you like to wear hair thing in your hair, like a clip or something, you can also add that too if you like. I'm really happy with this portrait of me, so I'm ready to start adding any embellishments or color to my portrait. So I'm actually a jewelry artist, and I'm going to add earrings in because I'm always wearing earrings. So I'm just gonna just draw in some earrings, and I'll get to color them in later, so you can see them better, and just add them to both ears. Now you may want to draw a design on your shirt, so you can go ahead and do that, or if you're wearing a necklace, and anything that you want to embellish with. All right, now I'm ready to color in my self-portrait. So you can use crayons or markers or even a combination of the two. I'm going to first start by coloring in my skin tone. Now, depending on what you're using, if you're using crayons, you can build in your coloring. So not everyone has the same skin tone color. Um, Peach is a little too light for me. I have tan olive skin. And so I'm going to start with peach, but then I'm going to layer on top a kind of like tan brown, so a light brown, so I can build in a little bit more color. Now, you always want to start light when you're coloring in and then build in more color so that you don't add too much color in our to your skin tone. So you can start to build in more color based on your color type. Okay, now I'm going to speed up the video a little bit. I don't color this fast, but I want you to have more time to work on your self-portrait. So I'm going to speed up me coloring in my skin tone, and then you can have some more time. So I did my face first, then my ears, and now I'm going to color in my neck as well. All right, now I'm ready to color in the rest of my self-portrait. So my eyes are brown, like a chestnut brown. So I'm going to choose brown and color in the irises, which is the coloring of your eye that goes around the pupil, which is black. So I'm going to color in my irises. All right, now I'm going to color in my lips, and I took this just really light pink or pink rose color and color in my lips. Okay, now I'm going to color in my hair, which I have a very dark brown hair. So I'm going to continue to add the texture of my curly hair. So I'm just going to do these kind of wavy, squiggly lines for my curly hair and just building in more and more color as I go along. All right, now I'm going to speed up this part of the video where I continue to color in like my earrings and my shirt, just so you have some more time. So go ahead and add in the color and the detail for those things. If you like, you could be done with your self-portrait, or for me, I wanted to add in some details in the background. Maybe a little bit of these stars. You can add in anything you like, polka dots, lines, a rainbow, or just color the background solid. Anything you draw, you want to keep about an inch away from the edge of the paper, but I just like adding just a little bit of a background behind my portrait. Okay, I'm all done with my self-portrait. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I have.